So it's been about a year now since I put in the 24-inch eBay cheap light bar on my car, and I thought I'd do a quick video on how it's holding up 1 year later, and address some of the concerns that you guys point out in the comments. So let's dive right into it. So as you can see, it's still there, hasn't moved at all. One of the concerns I get a lot in the comments is, does your car overheat because of where it is? To be honest, I didn't even think about that when I was putting it in. I think after I got the bumper cut out in the middle there and started this, my dad mentioned something about it. But it still lets, you still get airflow on either end. And I have yet to have any issues with the vehicle overheating. It stays right where it should. It doesn't get hot or warm even on real hot days. The brackets that I made have rusted quite a bit. I'm not too concerned really. I probably won't have the car by the time they rust through. So I'm not too concerned about that. But I don't see any corrosion or anything. This one's a little harder to see. But I do get moisture in it. And when I first put it in, I think someone said, you're going to want to put silicone around the edge of the thing and keep water out because they're notorious for leaking. And I never did, which is good because then I couldn't be standing here saying, well, I don't know if it leaks or not because I put silicone in there. I can tell you, these things definitely do leak, and after we get some rain or whatever, you'll be able to see a little moisture spot on the inside of the lens. Probably something I should do something about. So maybe eventually one of these days I'll pull the light bar off and I'll take it all apart and clean all the corrosion out of inside of it and seal it up good and put it back in. The wiring's still holding up good. The relay's still right there. I haven't had any issues with it. I took the tape off a few weeks ago when I put my other light bar in, but I haven't had any. Every time I click it on, it comes on. I haven't had to do any troubleshooting and fixing. And I think I mentioned in that video about how I use nail polish on anything that I take the, grind it down to get a good ground. And this is a year later, and you can see there is not a speck of rust on that spot where I ground it down to bare metal to put this ground. I mean, I painted those too, and they're covered in rust. Of course, I didn't do much prep work or anything. I just kind of sprayed them, so that could have something to do with it too. But nail polish, man, it's some good stuff. The lens has fogged over a little bit. It could use a good polishing, but and I do have one LED that's like partially burnt out right there. That could be because of the moisture that I never did anything about. Nonetheless, it's bright. It got me through the year. Didn't hit any deer. That's one thing I like. It kind of lit up like the entire road in both sides of the road, and you could see deer out in the field. But I thought it was the brightest thing and the most awesome thing until I got my rigid horse 42-inch light bar. Between the two of them, it's like you're driving in daylight when it gets dark out. So yeah, 1 year later, I mean, it held up. It's not the best, it could use some work, but that's just, if you're lazy like me and you just want to buy a light bar, throw it in your car, not worry about siliconing it and, cleaning it or anything. Just, you throw it in there, and this is what it's like a year later. It still works. It's not the greatest, but it works. If I were to clean it and polish off that lens, get the moisture out of it, all that fun stuff, it'd, be just like it was when it was new. But that one's still a lot brighter.